Honey, do you want yours on a roll?
For Katharyn Richt and her family, the day starts early, most mornings at 6 a.m. That's when you'll find her in the kitchen of their Watkinsville home, making breakfast for her husband and lunches for the couple's 4 kids.
I mean, it just seems like there's never-ending things to do, and then I'm spinning constantly in a circle.
This wife and mother is the woman behind UGA head football coach Mark Richt. She is his biggest supporter and has been since they met more than 2 decades ago. It was a blind date set up by friends at Florida State University.
I had a friend who was dating one of the other GAs at the time, and Mark was with them, you know, when they were out to dinner or something, and Mark just made the comment, "I'd like to meet a nice girl." And so my roommate said, "Oh, I know just the one." And so anyways, so I said, "You said I was nice? I mean, golly." Anyways, so they set us up, and we actually, it was when there was a hurricane that had just come through and hit Panama City and come through, so there was a curfew and nothing was open. So we just actually cooked dinner and had at their apartment and then watched a movie, and then that was our first date, and the rest is history.
The couple arrived in Athens back in 2001. That is the year Mark accepted the job at UGA.
I think it's the only job, it is the only job Mark has ever gone for, because he was just like, you know, now Georgia, that would be a great place to be.
And this is where Katharyn tells us they hope to stay and raise their children.
Oh, we love it. We love Georgia. We really do. I would love it if it was the Lord's will for us to stay here for good and, you know, finish raising our children and you know, continue on here. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but you know, if we win, we get to stay. So that's, you know, just how it goes in this business.
Just like other moms, Katharyn's days are also spent shuttling the kids.
It's kind of hard because I am, like, as far as running children around, I am responsible getting them there, being there, doing, you know, making sure everything happens. I don't get any help that way with Mark, and that's probably the biggest challenge, but you know, it always seems to work out. There are days when you're like, oh, I'm not going to make it, but you know, it always seems to work out, and we seem to get everybody where they need to be, maybe a little late sometimes, but they seem to get there.
As busy as they are, Katharyn makes sure the family has time together. They have daily prayer at the kitchen table before work and school, and even though her husband's job is demanding, they make it work.
He does very well with that. When he comes home, he is fully with the children and I, and interested in their lives and in my life and what's going on with us. And I mean, we talk football, obviously. We do a lot of that around here. You can't hardly get away from that. And it's fun, and we like it most of the time anyways. But he does a good job with the kids because they never say anything like, "Mom, where's Dad? Mom, why is Dad gone so long? Mom, you know, I wish Dad were here," or things like that.
So, what happens when Mark Richt is on the road with the Bulldogs? Well, so is his family. To see Katharyn on a Saturday, you only have to look to the sidelines, where, believe it or not, you'll find her working as the team's water girl.
Well, you know, I was a statistician in high school for the high school team when my brother played, and then, you know, while I was still there. But I've always liked to be involved somewhat, and when our children were younger, I was able to be around the players just because we'd go to practice almost every day. We'd show up at practice. But now that my children have their activities after school, it's tougher for me to get over there, and so I feel disconnected from the team somewhat because of that. And so I wanted to do something just to feel like I'm helping. But believe me, it's a lot better for me to stay busy during a game than it is just to sit there and watch.
Along with being a wife, a mother, and a Bulldog fan, Katharyn is also a cancer survivor.
We're just like every other family out there. We just happen to be, by virtue of my husband's job, you know, maybe a little more visible than other families, but we're not any different from any other family. We have our struggles, we have our, great times, we have our, everything, so.
And this is a good time for Katharyn Richt, a woman secure in her faith and passionate about her family, her friends, and of course, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Oh, it is. This is a very good time.